It begins with one story told by a girl to save her life. And in that story, there's another story in which somebody tells a story to save their life. They are fantastically surprising. They are brutal. They are erotic. They are incredibly graphic, sexually and physically. They are about the most extreme, interesting and difficult aspects of adult life.
It happened that the same light that shines on us now shone years ago on the faraway lands of India and Indochina, at the time of King Shahryar and the brave and brilliant Shahrazad.
The most important reason for doing theatre for me is to undertake a journey where I learned something that I didn't know before I started, and to communicate that to audiences so they might glimpse something new as well. So I wanted to find out what was in the Arabian Nights as I thought of it, as well as I wanted to find out what was in the great cities of the Arabic world, and I wanted to know how artists there lived and worked, and I wanted to know what those cities were like, and I wanted to know what the 1001 Nights was like, what was in those pages. So I set about this parallel journey. About 2.5 years ago, at the beginning of 2009, I started traveling, and I traveled to all the major cities of the Arabic world. And in all these places, in all these cities, I would research the stories, I'd look at the world around me, I'd look at the buildings and the people and the way people were living, I'd talk to people, I'd meet artists and writers and academics. But most of all, I was searching for my team. So I would work with actors in workshops, auditions, groups. I'd meet with designers and musicians and listen to musicians and talk to people. So gradually, over 2 years, I whittled my journey down to a sort of short list of 70 people from all the different countries. And I invited those 70 people to Alexandria in Egypt for a week. And so by the end of 2010, I had the team of actors and the team of creative artists. So in 2011, we began the process of making the show. The rehearsals were due to be in Egypt, and then the extraordinary events of the uprising began on the 25th of January. And at that stage, it was too uncertain for us to take this huge machine to Egypt. So we shifted to Morocco. So that's where we created this work over the 3 months of March, April and May.
Shahrazad chose to marry King Shahryar, knowing that she would be killed in the morning, like hundreds of virgins before her, daughters of princes, merchants and army officers. Shahrazad, who was none other than the daughter of the king's vizier, whose task it was to select a girl for the king each night, decided that she alone can bring an end to the bloodbath.
It offers Edinburgh audiences an encounter with a truth about who people really are.